Hello everybody, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're calling in from. My name's Fraser Brooks, the ex-student you might have heard all about so far from the person who invited you onto this webinar. It's amazing to see how many people are on the webinar tonight. I actually can't believe it. I think this is breaking record numbers for me. I'm new to the whole webinar stuff. I didn't even know what a webinar was until after I came out of university. So instead of wasting any more time, I'm going to crack on with it. I'm going to tell you a bit about myself and my story. I went to, in the UK, we call college a university. So I went to university to study construction management. I wanted to be a builder. I wanted to teach people how to build a house. And I was really passionate about it. As you are, if you're a student now, you're on a 2-year, 3-year course, you're probably really passionate about what you're going to learn to be. But trust me, that soon changes. When I got after my first full year, I did all my exams, passed my exams in the first year, but I started losing passion for the industry. I was learning about it, and I didn't like the ruthlessness of it, and I didn't like the whole, the industry as a whole. It just wasn't for me. I didn't like the fact that there was going to be really long hours. Didn't like the fact that the wages or the earnings weren't huge. And I was learning more about having to work for somebody else instead of myself. So I did my second year. I struggled through my second year because I had no passion. And if you're like me, you need passion to follow things. I suppose it's like sport. If you're not passionate about your football team or your basketball team or baseball team or rugby team, then you're not going to enjoy watching them play, are you? So that was how it was for me. So in my final ever university year, I was actually introduced to this opportunity I'm going to show you tonight. By my father, my dad. He introduced it to me, and obviously anytime your dad tells you something that he thinks is worthwhile for you to do when you're in university, I thought I'd have a listen. So I saw what he was talking about, and I decided to get involved 6 days before my final ever university exams. So as you can imagine, those days are pretty hectic, cramming in all the revision you can do to get to learn all your stuff. And I went into my exams, and it was a law exam. It was to do with construction law, and I didn't have a clue. I opened up the piece of paper, and I didn't have a clue what I was reading. All that was going through my mind was how I was going to build this business that I'm going to show you tonight. I was thinking, my dad just kept saying to me, we give this product away for free that helps the user save both time and money, and you earn money, and you earn commissions. And I couldn't get that thought out of my head. I couldn't stop thinking, why would I want to build houses when I can build a team around the world of people making money, and I will also make money? So I just find it amazing. I keep looking at the numbers on this webinar growing and growing and growing, and any second now it's actually gonna max out. So it will be recorded. As I say, my name's Fraser Brooks. I'm just going to show you something. This is a picture of me pretty much 2 days before I joined. It was about 3 or 4 days before I actually joined this business. I know I shouldn't have gone away before my exams, but here I am here, and this is in Amsterdam. I was 22 years old, and as you can see here, there's all these people here. And this is actually I used to be really into the dance scene, the music scene, and all that. And I just used to love party. And that's, as you're probably listening to this, you're probably thinking, yeah, I'm into partying, but I actually swapped this to this. So here I am here. This is actually literally about 3 months after this. 3 months, and this is what I'm now into. In April I'm going to Italy. I'm visiting Rome, Milan, and Udine, and then a week after that I'm going to Russia for 12 days, traveling the world. Now, what this business is actually, before I tell you all about it, this is the kind of incomes it's given me. This is working solely from home, and the first incomes I'm going to show you are here. And now I don't know if you can really see that. Here we go. So here we go. This is my ID number with the company, my name obviously, and the program. And this isn't monthly commissions. These are weekly commissions. Weekly commissions that I've earned by giving away a free product that saves people time and money that they use on the internet when they're shopping online. And every time they use it and purchase something, I'm earning a commission, as well as building a team of other people to show and to do the same. They're copying me. Now, I'll talk to you all about it in a second, but look at all these commissions: 1,600, 2,200, 3,600, 2,100. There's just loads and loads and loads of commissions. That's the first one. And here's another one here. Let's get rid of that. Here's another one here with all these commissions like paid and December, October, November, December, January this year, and last week's paycheck was here, $2,200, which, when you're working at home, that's it's over $100,000 a year working from home. And trust me, it's amazing. I love what I'm doing now. As I say, this looks really fun, and trust me, this was fun, but this is even more fun. Trust me, it might not look it, but it is even more fun. When you're making the money, you're passionate about what you're doing. You know that's going to be your career in life. Things are just amazing. So what do I do? What do I do? I mean, this website here, Shopping Sherlock, you might have heard of it, you might not have. If the chances are you haven't heard of it because it's pretty much brand new. Now, this will be a household name like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google, all of those in the years to come. I guarantee that. You can even film what I'm saying now. I guarantee this will be a household name. Now, this website, this is what I do. I show people this website, and then they make the decision if they want to make money or not. So all I do is I get people onto this. Now, when you join, you actually get an ID number. So mine is 46487. Now, if I enter that in, the website will load up, and it'll actually have my name across the top here. It'll just take a minute to load because my internet connection is not very good here. Here we go. There you go. Your Shopping Sherlock sponsor, 46487, Fraser Brooks, and then my number and email address. So what I would do is actually, this woman would actually start playing if it's the first time you've been on the site. And then I encourage people to watch the 5-minute video, which is a brief overview. Then I then take them through the step one, which shows us all about the product. I'm not going to do that tonight. You can go to the website, the person who invited you onto this webinar to watch that. And that's another 5-minute video. So 10 minutes so far. This video here is all about the income opportunity behind it, which is about 15 minutes. So it's 25 minutes to watch those 3 videos. And this is how to sign up for your free product. And here's to become a distributor. So I can spend half an hour with one person, and then they can say to me, yes, Fraser, it's for me, or no, it's not for me. But the chances are, to be honest with you, out of every 5 people I'm showing it to, a minimum of 1 person signing up. They're joining, they're giving away this product. And I'm telling you now, folks, this is the best thing I've ever seen on the internet. Okay, like Facebook. Facebook's free. YouTube's free. Google's free. Twitter's free. They're all free. They're all on the internet, and they're all worth billions with a B. Billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. You always see Facebook in the news now. You always see Google in the news, Twitter in the news, YouTube. They're saying that 90% of all traffic on the internet is going to be video usage. It's going to be video usage. You might know that because you're clued up on the internet like I am because I'm a student. But imagine if you could have invited your friends onto Facebook and earned money. Imagine that. Imagine if every person you invited onto Facebook, they were linked back to you, and any purchase they made using a technology that we have, you earn a commission. Okay? So I'll show you briefly that product. I'll show you the bare bones of it. Because as I say, in your own time, you can watch the step 1. So I don't want to bore you too much with all the ins and outs. So here we go. Here's the social platform. So you might recognize it looks like Facebook, but trust me, it's miles better than Facebook. Miles better. So here, the main bits of it here, you get to choose this branding. So you could put anything you want there, whether it's your football team, anything. And if you click it, it takes them to that page. Here you can put coupons. Here also, what it is actually, like, you might be like me, you like traveling, you're young, you want to go see the world. You might, after university, you might go travel the world, different places. Now with this, The vouchers on there, they're $1,500 or $1,495, but they're only $395 through us. We've got a special relationship with this company, and I'm telling you now, there's some amazing places on there all over the world, like Cancun in Mexico, Spain, Thailand, Australia, Italy. Honestly, they're everywhere. But the best bit about this is this little guy here. He is unbelievable. I mean, I call him a he. Could be a she, for all I know. But what all you would do is you enter a product that you're looking in here. So it could be an iPod Touch, TV, washing machine, pair of socks, pair of football boots, whatever. And you can come here and press the compare button. And what it'll do is it'll throw up all the shopping sites, the shopping engines that will find that product for the cheapest price on the whole entire internet. So you might think, oh, no, Google finds me the best price. No, it doesn't. It does not find you the best price. I did a test out of 100 products, 97 times out of the 100, the best price wasn't on Google. And guess what? 100 out of the 100 products were better than when I thought I was going into the shops. Now, if I was to buy that product, that's how I get my money. So that's the product. This is what I'm giving away. This right here is what I'm giving away. This right here is how I'm making money. This right here is what is giving me the lifestyle and these checks. Okay? So how do I actually make money? What do I do? Now, don't forget, guys, if you're watching this and you're a student like I was, then you've got to understand this. There's almost 20 million college students in the US, right? Now, 50% of graduates over the last 5 years are either unemployed, or underemployed. So what I mean by underemployed is you've not got a job that's living up to the degree that you've got. You just haven't. It's the fact that's the stats, 50%. So out of that 20 million that's in college right now, 10 million in the next five years of those students will either be unemployed or underemployed. So I'm not being funny. I did not want to risk that. I would not want to risk those stats of being that 1 in 2. If it's you and your friend, one of you two are going to either be unemployed or underemployed. That's just the facts. So why bother? This is the first ever webinar we've ever done to students in America. So that means you are actually the first people to look at this in America in colleges. The first. So if there's a market of 20 million college students, why don't you want to be the first to get a part of this? Why don't you be the first out of the 20 million and then go spread it? I mean, we've probably got people on this webinar in 20 different colleges around the country. So why don't you join and then get the rest of the college underneath you? Imagine if all the people in your college had this dashboard, had this site, and it was all linked back to you. Because look, press reports, and it shows me all the people that have installed it or registered it from my link. So all these people, every time they buy something, I'm getting commissions from that. Okay, so why would you not want to be the first to take it to the rest of them? So I'll show you the ways to make money, and there are loads and loads of ways, and some of them will just knock you off your seat. Some of them you might not get straight away, but that's what this business model's for. That's why it's network marketing. That's why there's always someone who introduces you. So you're never on your own thinking, oh, what am I going to do? There's always someone you can pick up the phone or send an email or send a Skype message or Facebook or whatever, and they will always help you. I'm committed to help every single person that joins this opportunity, because I know that when we get this to a $1 billion brand, I want to be one of the people who said, guess what? I was behind that in the early days. I was a part of Shopping Sherlock in the early days. You watch the story Social Network, the film about Mark Zuckerberg, and how all his friends who were involved in it made money, and the ones who said no regret it for the rest of their life. There was that guy who said no when he had the opportunity because his dad said he didn't want him to waste away his college degree. Well, I'm telling you now, there's more to it than college and education. And that's just a fact. That is just a fact. Now, education's great, but being educated in the right things are even more important. I've got a degree now. I passed my degree in construction management, and guess what? I'm not using it. I'm not using that degree. And I guess what? I never will. Fact. I just never will. Now that I know this business model and these sort of commissions, why would I bother? Why would I bother? So the first way is basically this whole way about giving the dashboard. So here's you. You sign up as a distributor. So you distribute it. So you basically would tell your friend, let's call him Bob. So here's Bob. He's not on purposely smaller than you, but here's Bob. You would then tell him about this money saving app or this social site, how it's really good. You can save lots and lots of money, time and money. Again, you can see it on the step 1 under the site. You would then get him to register for this dashboard. Now, when he hits the little guy, the shopping Sherlock on the bottom, and searches for a product, it will, as I said before, it will search loads of different shopping sites. It's about in between 5 and 8 for the best price. There's also daily deals, so it includes Groupon, Living Social, all of those sort of companies, and it will find you the best price. So the best price of this product. Now Bob goes, oh yeah, that's the best price. I'm going to buy it on the internet here and now, and a slice of that. So let's say this product's $100. He buys it for $100. A slice of this will then return back to you. Yeah. So what it's actually done, it's so clever. Now it's affiliate marketing, but guess what? You don't have to go out there, build a website. You don't then have to find the product that you want to sell, and then you don't have to get traffic all to this to sell it. It's all done for you. So you have this site, you give away a free site, which is totally free, but every time they're purchasing something, you're making money. You're making commissions. So why isn't that a good idea? So the next way, let me just clear the screen. Sorry. The next way is you're giving away this free platform, and people are using it and they're thinking, well, why did you tell me about it? How do you make money? You then explain that process to them. You then show them this website. You then take them through this 25-minute tour, yeah, and they will understand the process. So what will happen is, when they're giving away the dashboards to their friends and earning the commissions, you're then going to be getting 20%. Yeah, 20% of what they're earning. So if you have 10 people earning $100 every single month, yeah, then that's $1,000. You're going to get $200 extra a month. So all it is how many of these dashboards can you give away, and how many people can you teach to give away these dashboards? That's it. Honestly, it's so easy. And the more excited and enthusiastic you are about it, the easier it becomes. Honestly, it just gets easier and easier and easier. You might get 1 out of every 5 people you speak to and take through the system to join. But trust me, when you become really excited and enthusiastic, you'll get more like 4 out of 5. And the person who says no, it just wasn't for them in the first place, because they just won't get it. They might have the job mentality. They'll never make a fortune. Trust me, they'll never make any money. The next way is the fast start. So when you start building a team, what happens is they will then join when they pay their distributorship, and they'll drop in your team. So you actually get a left team and a right team. Now, every time you actually sponsor 2 people, you bring in 2 people into this, you're going to get $100. $100 one-off. Now, I've actually introduced 44 people to this. It's actually 45 today. I got another one today, that's $2,200 just from me bringing in people. Okay, so remember this figure, because it becomes important in a minute. The next way after this is actually when you actually bring in these people, one of your jobs, one of your roles, one of your duties is actually to teach these people to do what you've done. And honestly, with this system, it's so easy. They don't have to remember any pitches, nothing. They just got to be able to get one of their friends, onto their own website and looking at this 5-minute video, step 1 and step 2. That's it, honestly. And then they'll make the decision if they want to do it or not. You can give them a demo of this as well. Now, when they start putting people in, because you're helping them, because they're not on their own, so they get all the help, they get all the support, what happens is every 2 on the left and 2 on the right, you get $50. $50. Yeah, you get $50. So all you've done is you've brought 2 people in, and you're teaching them to do the same. It's probably taken an hour or 2 hours every day, and you're getting the $50. So I've actually got, in my team, I've got 14,000 on this side and about 2,000 on this side. So what I've done is that's actually mean I've had 1,000 cycles. Sorry if this is a bit higgledy-pickledy all over the screen. times 50. I've made over $50,000. Yeah, $50,000 from these $50 cycles. Now remember, I only sponsored 44 people myself. Me personally, getting these people 44. So those original $44, original 44 people has climbed to over $50,000 in these $50 cycles. So it's grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. Now it gets even better than that though, because every month to keep your business alive and to keep it running, it only costs it's $34.95 a month. And trust me, that is nothing compared to how much it would cost to keep a website and running with the traffic, with all that, with all the leads, with all the flyers you have to do, everything. It's a nightmare. I've been there, I've done it. It's a nightmare. Don't do it. Yeah. So every time they pay $34.95, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, you get $10 every month. That is every month. There's 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Now, from that, out of this 2,000, I've got a stack of them paying the monthlies. Some drop off because they just do. Some people don't put the time and effort in. They sign up and forget about it. They think that they're going to make money by doing absolutely nothing. Don't forget, I've put in a lot of effort into this now. I'm full time with this now. So I do 40 plus hours a week with this now. But wouldn't you do that if you loved it? If you were making these sort of commissions? If you actually break it down to an hourly thing, I'm making loads of money per hour. It's over $200 an hour I'm earning. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So out of this $10, I'm earning I've earned to date probably around it's just over 40,000. I think it's like 42,000, but for numbers' sake, I'm going to put 40,000, and that is from these 44 people. 44 people. Oh, and by the way, I spoke to 138 people. 138 people to get these, which is like, what's that, 1 in 3? 1 in 3, because I'm excited, I'm enthusiastic, and passionate about what we're doing here. So, as you say, there's $90,000, $92,200 from 44 people. Now, if you want to take it back even more, it's $92,200 from showing it to 138 people. 138 people I've shown a website to. Imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, hi, mate. I've shown a website to 138 people and I've made $92,000. Doesn't get any better than that. Now, I say it doesn't get any better than that, but guess what? It does. Because when you keep building your business and building and building and building, I'm not going to talk about the different ranks because that goes into detail, but what happens is you can get another 20% of what the people you earn are making. So I've got two people on my team who are earning over $5,000 at the moment. $5,000 a month, that is. Yeah. So I'm getting 20% of that. So I've got 2 of that. So I'm actually making $2,000 every month just from the initial conversation with 2 of those 44 people that I actually got in. They're building a massive business. One's going huge over in Russia. One's going massive in Italy. Yeah. So that's what happens. And the best thing about that is these people are building the organizations. We're going over there to Italy and Russia to do meetings, to meet all these people. We're having the time of our lives building this. I'm having an amazing time. I'm only 24 now. I've got a lot to learn. I've never done anything like this before, and I'm just loving it. I can't see myself doing anything else other than this. Seriously can't. Being involved with the technology and on the internet is just amazing. Trust me, you learn so much about the internet, and more importantly, you learn so much about yourself when you're doing this. Okay, and the other one I wanted to cover, there's even 3, there's about 4 or 5 other ways as well, but the other one, and the most important one to me, is this 6-letter word, equity. When you get to the rank of global power distributor, which is one of the ranks, it's one of our leadership ranks in this incredible opportunity, you will actually get a share of 2.5% of the company's revenue, company's value. So every time there's a dividend, every time they announce the profit and they share the profit, 2.5% of that will get split amongst you and all the other globals. When you get to diamond, which is the rank after that, you will get a share of another 2.5%. 2.5%. So at the moment, there's 2 diamonds in our company. 2 diamonds. I'm not diamond yet, and I'm making the income myself. One of the diamonds made over $700,000. $700,000. And he happens to be on the upline. I'm a dad. So he actually owns, technically, of the company, 1.25% of the company. Isn't that amazing? Imagine owning 1.25% of Facebook in the early days. Imagine that. That'd be worth like over $1 billion now. Over $1 billion. So that's what we're working towards. And to be honest with you, that is the opportunity. As I say, remember this, you show the website, you show the tour, the 30-minute tour to everyone. Your friends, your family, your contacts, your students, your teachers. Your teachers would be a good one. Imagine all the people they know. Everyone on campus, do flyers, do anything you want. Get them onto this website. Walk them through it. Let them see the videos for themselves. Show them the product. Let it see it work. As again, I'm sorry I haven't gone through the product tonight, but you can see how it works on step 1. Do that. They will join. A percentage of them will join. And then what you do, your role then is to, as well as introduce other people, is to then get them to do the same. Get them to introduce people onto the site. Now, you've got huge amounts of potential in America. Your population is way more than ours. We've got 60 million in the UK. You've got way more than ours. So you've got all these people to go speak to and spread the word. Now, and what I'm saying now is you have to join tonight. You have to join. Now, it's $249 one-off to join, yeah? Which, by the way, is nothing. I had no money as a student, no money, but I made sure I got that, and I got my money back in 6 days. I actually got my money, and even more. I made like $360 in my first week just by hitting it really hard. And then it's $34.95 every month, but it's not paid until 30 days after that. So I honestly encourage you to get back to the person who invited you onto this call, yeah? And ask them any questions if you want. You can ask me questions if you want. It's Fraser Brooks on Facebook, or it's fraserbrooks at hotmail.com if you want to email me. But just get back to the person who invited you on this. Answer any questions and seriously lock in your position now. Otherwise, the longer you leave it, the worse off you're going to be. Trust me. You need to get in now. You need to spread the word. You need to go through your campus. You need to hammer it through them. You know, quit the partying and start earning money. Honestly, because you'll regret it otherwise. When you hit 30 and you think, oh, I wish when I was in my 20s, I listened to Fraser and what he said about that shop in Sherlock, which is a monster now. I could have earned a fortune on that. Why not do it now? Why wait? Why wait? I was just going out all the time, and now I'm doing this, and it's amazing. Remember that. Show it to 5 people. If you can show this system to 5 people a day, 5 people a week, you'll be financially free within 6 months. Within 6 months, honestly, if you can do that and you show other people to do it, you will nail it. You will nail it. I joined this to pay off my student debt. I had a student debt of it was around £6,000, so $10,000, which I'm sure is less than a lot of other people. I did this to do that. I paid off my student debt in about 60 days. 60 days paid off, and then guess what? What I've just shown you tonight has just happened to me. That's what's happened. So I want to thank you for this. As I say, this webinar is recorded. The people who are on the See the Sherlock newsletter and simonbrooks.info will get the link recorded.